welcome to our channel. We're the GraceNotesStitchers. I'm Corinne.
I'm Colleen.
And here's little Paris.
Yes, if you can see her.
She's decided she's not just a diva, she's a movie star today. She was following cues while we were setting up. So she's oh.
And then she's like, okay, I'll get comfy here.
Colleen put her little bed that she made her. Like, she actually stuffed a bed.
I can actually show it.
Yeah, I'll take the book.
Like I took like how people can make the tie blankets. So I found like a matching color, and it's got like a lot of fibers. And I also made like a small. So I don't know if it was for Mother's birthday.
It was for my hands.
Mother's Day was for her hands. Someone didn't use it.
I used it a few times.
So since my baby has a car seat in the car, I have that as a blanket for the winter.
Yeah, she took it from me.
But yeah, this thing was huge.
But she likes it.
She loves it, and yeah, it's very, very full.
The rocking chair that we have down here, she likes it up there. Like, that's her. She doesn't want to be on the rocking chair if her bed's not there.
Yeah.
So she does that, like, when we're cutting and serting.
Do you want to go to it now?
I think she's ready for you. But anyway, she was on that for a few seconds, and we're like, oh no, we're making our intro, and Paris wanted to be there. So she had her jump up on her, Colleen had her jump up on her lap, and I think she's laying down because she's like, well, I don't want to be relegated back to the dog bed. Not when I can, like,
be on camera
and stay in your laps. And I'm sorry, I know I sound sick. I am not sick. It's just, I don't know what set me off. But I was upstairs, and all of a sudden this huge sneezing fit just came over me. It's just one of those things where, you know, you blow your nose like 30 times. And now this is what I sound like. So I apologize. I am not sick. So, not like I'm contagious to you all anyway, but, I just don't sound like myself, and it's kind of annoying because it's, nasally back in my head. All right. So it's been what, 2 months since we made a video. We apologize. We have so much to catch up with you. Trying to think. So it was after Grace Notes, but before our, well, that was October. What did we do in September? Marsha.
Yes.
I think it was before Hodgepodge. I'm pretty sure.
I think so, because we were going to recap Marsha's.
Yes. But we have been totally swamped. All good things, of course. I mean, it's always good to have a busy business. But that does leave us less time for stitching, number one. And been making a video, number two. Sorry about that. It's just a brain freeze. And Colleen, you know, in between rounds, that's her stitching time most of the days. But her side business has picked up a bit.
Yeah, so I finished lacing Hannah's. Yeah, I could show the one, but...
Oh, yeah, you should. Well, you have to step over a little bit.
I can do it, because
okay.
I think people will be like, oh, she didn't show it. I'll show it.
Hannah stitched this on a piece of mystery, so unfortunately the fabric is not available. She started it at our retreat last year.
So it's in the plastic.
It is in the plastic. This is Majestic Lace by Works by ABC.
So I didn't lace that one. I pinned it because it wouldn't have a tight tension if it was with the... I mean, like, I probably could get it, but it's just the materials.
So, yep. This one's ready for Hannah to take home and frame, which we'll be seeing her in, what, 2 weeks? No, a week and a half. Yeah. So we have that coming up in a week. So that's fun. We'll get to see all of our friends. And then we just finished we were calling it a stitch in, but
Stitch Away.
We've changed it to Stitch Away so we don't get it confused with Sit and Stitch, because it was just a lot in my head. But now retraining to go to Stitch Away is like totally in my head as well, but because you know me. All right, so you just have what, 2 to show? 1, 2, 1.
Are you surprised? That's like everything.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So what would you like to start with?
Haul, maybe?
Oh, that's under. Can we do that at the end? You'll come back for that?
I guess.
Okay, so we're gonna, I guess I'll let Colleen show her whip, because then she's gonna go over and work So you'll hear her a little bit. She's lacing while I show my mound of whips because I have 2 months worth to show you.
Yeah. So it was probably this past week that this is the only stitching I got done in 2 months, or maybe like a stitch here or there. I've gotten at least 1,000 since we've last seen it. Definitely more of the darker green, some more, I wouldn't say fill in the flowers, but do you need your needle to be here? Yeah, I was in the middle of ending it. Yeah, so I dropped my piece like at the drop of a hat. Yeah, definitely more fill here, and at our stitch away when we were doing the show and tell, and people were like, oh, or we were saying that it doesn't have to be finishes. So we were like, you can show whips if you want. Someone showed their full coverage. So they're like, oh, show us the peacocks. So I was able to unravel mine, and then putting it back together was really bad. But everyone was like, ooh, and then my Aunt Jamie, it was, wow.
Yeah, she's a little further.
But she's definitely further, and I'm supposed to have it done in 2 months.
Think that's gonna happen?
I'm 5,000 stitches behind her.
How many stitches to the end, do you know?
No. But she also made this. She made this for everyone there. With the fabric, she made the button needle minders. So I put her on
had
there.
a fall theme.
Yep.
So that was
That's my
fun.
whip. That's my stitching. Are you surprised? Yeah.
All right. So I had, in the past 2 months, I had a new start. I am a daughter of the Risen King. This is by Little House Needleworks. But not only was it a start, it is also a finish. So I just finished this, what, 2 or 3 days ago?
Yeah.
So that was exciting. I know it seems like, oh, it's just a small, tiny one. It took me a while. And I did do it with Sulky. I keep saying Sullivan's.
Oh, so it's Sulky.
Yeah, I say Sullivan's all the time. I even wrote it down and then I backspaced it and put Sulky. So I've never stitched with Sulky, but I have the entire collection. So anyway, yeah, this is what I have. And I thought it was cute. So I changed colors, obviously, because she had stitched it in, I think, weeks, or charted it in weeks. But so I made this a lot brighter than what the called for would have been. Just because I wanted it to stand out a little more. It was still blue or green, but anyway, I like it. I was very happy with it. And at our stitch away, somebody said to me, oh, I'm glad I got to see yours because I have that pattern. They were about to start it. And by seeing the different colors, it made them rethink how they are going to work on it. In here somewhere, I have another new start. Is this it? That is the one. It's in here. This is a Black Needle Society. It's called I Am a Custodian. It is their, what is it called? Downton Abbey. This is for the Downton Abbey box. So I got the pattern so that I can catch up because apparently I'm doing the retreat in, I think it's April. It's a weekend virtual retreat, but apparently they're building off of the first pattern. Now I'm wondering if I'm going to have to check that date on I Am a Daughter. I don't know if I know my start date on that. Because I'm feeling like I have more new starts than I should. No. I got a lot of new starts. That was September 20th. So this one here was at the end of last month. And then, yeah, I've been new start queen. I know. This is horrible. Then I also started this, which is a happy 250th to America. It is, who's it? Do you know do I remember who it's charted by? I didn't bring the design down. But what it is it's 250 stars, and you were supposed to start it 250 days before the quintessential.
It's 250th. So.
Before the 250th birthday. And my husband's actually doing this with me. Yeah, so I should finish either on the 4th of July or the day before. I didn't do the math to know that part, but I have been doing 1 star a day. I started last Monday, and it's Primrose Cottage. My sister is also doing this with me. So Mr. Grace Notes is doing it also on Kirk. This is actually my very first piece of 36 count Lugana. So it feels like Bernal to me, doesn't it?
That's why your stitches look so small.
That's why, yeah. So he's doing his on 28 Lugana, so it's nice and big. But I'm stitching it in hand, kind of channeling my inner Betsy Ross. My sister is doing it in hand as well, because she said I'm not going to change my Q-snap for 11 stitches every day. Well, I thought we were doing it to be in the old style. And I was like, oh, I'll do it in hand as well. And apparently I'm doing that part alone as to my reasoning.
She was like, nope. We should. So she is stitching in hand, but not with the same reason. She's just because she doesn't want to adjust her frame.
Yeah, she uses like the same Q-snap all the time and switches it out between projects.
Like she'll always, like, that's how her, like, she doesn't have like the custom size bags. Like she might have them, but she'll always take her Q-snap off just so that it doesn't have the tension on it still.
And
good idea, because like, and she works on larger projects too. It's not like everything fits in the small ones.
So anyway, so that was another new start. Well, that might be it. No, I have another one somewhere.
You have 3 starts, but it was not including that one, correct?
Correct. I have 4. Carla, if you have not watched Carla's stitching journey, you need to. She's got a game that she's playing. And I'm giving you lots of stitches. So you may have not gotten another video from us last month to help boost that stitch count, but we have enough packed into this video that you're going to have lots of stitches to do. So watch Carla's stitching journey. You'll see she's doing a Flosstuber challenge. So that's what you need to look for, is her Flosstuber challenge. It's very, very exciting. I'm trying to match up my projects to what I have, but it's not working. Did you want to disappear?
Yes.
Okay, she looks uncomfortable. So she's going to turn her mic off. She's going to disappear, but she's still in the same room. But she's going to do some work while I show off some whips. And then she'll come back when it's time for haul. You should see Paris trying to decide if she should be on the dog bed next to Colleen or if she should come back and be on camera. Her tail's wagging. She's happy. All right, so this is my 1 motif a week. And while I'm going through all these and scheduling plans at the end, I think I'm going to kind of do these as we go. I'm not going to continue the 1 motif a week in 2026. So once this is done, so is my 1 motif a week. And if the end of December comes and this isn't finished, I'll probably just swap it to like my 1 strand a day or something like that. But I finished the Sugar Plum Fairy, all the candies and holly up here. I don't think I had the bell done. I know I didn't have the bow, or if I did, it was in the wrong place because I had to frog that and redo it. Snowflakes are done, starting this, and of course I just did the clock this past week. So I don't know for this week if I want to count the snowflake I just finished or if I'm going to just keep going with the holly. I probably am going to go with the holly depending on how my Anna Green Gables goes. Anna Green Gables, I have 2 months left, and then that is finished. I don't know yet if I'm even going to replace that. So I don't know if I'll have a monthly, like a stitch along piece for that group that I was doing that with. So anyway, I am doing, or I am also not going to continue with Go next year. I am going to streamline, excuse me for a second. I am going to streamline some of my stitching. You'll see a lot, hopefully more progress on fewer projects. I'm not going monogamous because I have too many projects to go monogamous. But I'm not going to touch every single project next year, which I'm okay with because last year I kind of crammed them all into the last month and I got 100 stitches into pretty much everything. This year with Whipco, I've been getting 500 stitches into everything. We're down to November and December, and this was already a November call, and I got 500 stitches. So I finished up this down here, and I got this corner done. Really happy with how this is looking. This is Pomegranate Lace by Works by ABC. It's the black work version. And so yeah, some of these you will not see next year. I also am not planning a whip parade. Colleen, I didn't ask you about that. Are you okay not doing a whip parade this year? Or do you want to? Okay. She said she's okay not. I am actually kind of like, I'm not gonna say packing up all my projects, but I'm kind of like putting them back and hiding them a little bit, just so that they're out of sight, out of mind. They're still, I don't get rid of my previous year's whip list, so it's not like I'll forget about them, but I want to just keep forward what I'm working on. I'm decluttering. That's the word. So some of these projects are getting decluttered just because I need them away and out. Okay. Ooh, Love Learning. This is by Creatively Crafting. This has become my one stranded day, and it's coming by leaps and bounds. I'm really, really pleased. This card up here kind of shows you what it's supposed to look like. So I do have further to go down with her dress. I have the gloves to do, and I have to put Love Learning in. I can't tell you whether I'll finish this in 2026. So this will, in 2025. So this will stay around for 2026 if I didn't finish it. Mozart Cat, I did go and I found a store that had the cry neck because I've had it on order with my supplier since middle of last year, so 2024, and it's just not come in. And every shop I've been at, I've been looking for this cry neck. So I found a place online, and I may have found that they had a few cross-stitcher magazines that I didn't have. And since I was paying shipping, I was like, I might as well order some of these missing issues. I am mad, though, at myself because I had found the one issue I want in physical copy is February 2020. That's got my Alice in Wonderland frame. I have it digital. I own it digital. Like, it's not just through Redley. And I struggle with some of the colors and backstitch for the frame. So Paris has decided she doesn't even want to be down here with us now. I don't know if she's thirsty or just being a pain. But anyway, I found it on eBay for like, I don't know, $15. And I don't know why I didn't just buy it. It was my plan to buy it, but I think I got distracted. It was in my cart. And just for some reason last night I jumped on eBay and it was gone and nobody else has it. So I'm just mad at myself because I really should have kept after that a little bit better. But it is what it is. All right, this is Coffee First by Luminous Fiber Arts. I know when I talked about this last month or last video, I couldn't remember the designer, but all of a sudden it came back to me yesterday. Misty Purcell. So this is Coffee First. I got my 500 stitches for Whipco into this. This is another one that's just kind of going away. Out of sight, out of mind. Decluttered. That's what we're going to say. We're decluttering that one. I'm kind of making a pile of what's going back upstairs. I try to do that every video. So this, I got September and October progress in since you've seen it last. I know this is new. I think this is new. I'm not sure about this. 2 more months, November and December, and this will be done. So I'm very excited about that. My sister and I have not chosen a new one to do together for 2026 because there are a few others that are going to be, and you'll see the one. And she's doing the flag with me, so like, at least we're doing that together. Plus she's doing baby animals, which is the Grace Notes house, so it's not like we don't have things that we're stitching on together. It's as much a surprise to me as what I'm pulling out. Oh, this is my other new start. I did bring my other phone so I can show you the cover photo. This is a Rapunzel. It is from Etsy, and I can't think of the name of the designer offhand. But I've seen other projects completed, and it's got large blocks of color. Unfortunately, this is not going to be kept up with for now. But that's okay. I got my first 200 stitches into this. It's going to stay out in case I can get my next 300 in it. And that's just to stay with the whole, I've done 500 in every project so far this year. Actually, you know what? This might become my new sit and stitch, because I'm kind of tired of the stained glass one. This would be a cool one, right? The Rapunzel. And I did go through all the trouble of doing this. Colleen didn't even see this. Never-ending story. She's lacing one of mine.
Well, my board was cutting her.
Oh no. I saw she pulled out her Memorial Day, the lace, but oh, don't forget we have that extra board. Maybe that one will work? No? Okay. Sorry. This is my life, doing 800 things at once. You can come up. I won't say who trained her, but somebody has a seat at our dining room table now. Because we don't all eat together anymore. So a lot of times it's Colleen, John, and me, or just John and me. And because Lauren lives her life on a totally different schedule. She gets up really early in the morning to go walking or exercise before she goes to work. She makes breakfast, like the whole gambit. So then when she comes home from work, whether it's at 4 o'clock or at 5, 6 o'clock, she's like, I'm hungry, I want to eat dinner now. And she and Colleen have been meal prepping for us. So it's like you just pull out your food and you heat it up. So she eats as soon as she gets home. It doesn't matter what time. So that leaves an empty seat at the table. And somebody pulls at my legs like every meal if I don't pull the seat out for her. Because she's like, I just need to sit. She does not put her face on the table. She doesn't even beg for food. She lays down next to me. She's just like, this is my seat while you eat. And she might sit in my seat while Colleen eats lunch, right? Because a lot of times I eat lunch standing up or at my computer. So Colleen eats lunch alone. Well, not alone. Paris eats with her. Yes. I don't know if your little snout is on video right now, but she's a very happy little girl. All right. So maybe this needs to, like, stay out. I have decisions to make for that one. No, I didn't. Carla, I have another finish for you. Colleen, I think it's behind you. It's the one on Pink Ada. I have quite the challenge for you, my friend. Christmas calories. Calories don't count at Christmas. That was my one strand a day until Belle became my one strand a day. The only problem with that being my one strand a day, and who knows, maybe what I do for sit and stitch is going to become my next one strand a day. Thank you. The only problem with that is, like, it's blue. So it's Ada, which is great, but being on the dark blue, it's hard to see when I'm not at home. So I like to have projects like this that I can take with me, and are kind of easy to do when I'm not away. So here is another finish. Grace's finish. So I had 2 finishes this video, not this month. One was finished in October, one was finished in September. But it's still a finish. A finish is a finish. And I had fun, believe it or not, on my 40 count. I think it's because I got the border of the tail done. Well, not completed, you can see, but I started kind of doing some fill in there. And I actually am liking this. I'm not going to say I love 40 count linen. This is the Fox by Cottage Garden. And again, I would use this as a one strand project. However, there's no way I'm doing 40 a count without my big, huge magnifier. But I do really like how it looks. It still has to be finished before I'm allowed to start any more of those animals. I have quite the to-do list, which is why we're going to try to knock some of these bigger projects out. So this is going in hibernation. The fox is hibernating, Colleen. That's my Aurora silhouette. I love when I have my project bags that I'm like, ooh, what does this go to? Aurora silhouette, I know. Where? That's not this. Alright, I'll get to it when I get to it. How's that? Hey, stop licking your paws. She thinks I'm busy and I don't know. Colleen keeps an eye on her. Alright. We would love to know. Okay, I know you're supposed to dip them in vinegar. We haven't tried that yet. We just keep talking about it. But this little rascal, she just keeps licking her paws. We did do the probiotics though. Alright, this is our blue flower, which is baby animals by the blue flower, which is our Grace Notes Stitch Along for this year. And I finished through the first 3 months. So now we're going to be on to the capybaras, which is going to be our November. And let me show you what I've done. This is going to hemmed in with me because it is bulk stitching. And I mean, like, it's huge. It's a lot. It can be boring at times, but it's also exciting. And I get to do it with my sister, so that makes it even better. And I think Carla is doing it. I know Allison signed up to do it. Colleen, did you start? You started yours. That's about all she's at. But Allison's has yet to ship. I'm dyeing her fabric this week, so that's exciting. So I'll get that all sent out to her so that she can get her stuff pulled together before hemmed in next week. So that'll be exciting. So that, of course, is going back upstairs. And then this is kind of like my crowning piece, Making Finery by Heaven and Earth Designs. And while I'm getting this out, I kind of made another commitment. I did sign up for my very first Heaven and Earth stitch along. And I'm doing Fairy Tale. I think the picture might be on the phone that we're recording on. Yeah, I didn't. But it's a castle. So it very much suits my style, suits who I am. I looked at the full-size piece of that and I was really like, oh, there's so much more detail. Like, the whole background is missing. But then I was like, it's huge. Like, when I did the stitch count, I looked at it. It's like 700 by something. I was like, this is less than half the size. I'm going to go with the stitch along. I initially thought I would do the dragonfly, but when I looked at the mock-up, I don't know. My youngest was like, Mom, that just looks fake. It is AI. I mean, we're not going to not say, I mean, a lot of these are designed with AI, and I'm okay with that because I know it. But Colleen doesn't like bugs, and Mr. Grace Notes just didn't like it, period. And the family all said they liked the castle. And I was like, that was like my second place one in my head. I kind of thought the dragon with, is it lion head? Or the lion with it, but it has a dragon tail. I said, I don't think I'll ever stitch that. But if I would, I'd want the full piece with the dragon tail, because the dragon tail is really cool. So that was like, no, that one's out. And the owl with the robin, that was really cute. So, but it's not my colors. So it just didn't call to me. However, and I have no intention of finishing this year. I have to finish the first page because they are offering an exclusive Amy Stewart design that is stitched. It's smaller and it's being offered to people who stitch one page. So I am definitely getting one page done this year. I will finish, hopefully, eventually, the Fairy Tale Castle. So it's not that I have no intention of finishing it. I really do. I want to. Just, I'm not going for the 6 pages because the rest of them just, they're not really calling to me. However, that's because I have this to do. She's going to stay my focus. I'm going to keep with 1%. I had initially thought I was next year going to do 1.5%, but some months, pulling out to that whole percent, I'm getting to the very last day. And of course, next year, I'm going to have a more relaxed schedule. So I might get more. I'll be changing projects less. So, you know, because I won't have my one motif a week. So maybe I'll have more time. I'll just get more done, whether it's like what the plan was anyway. And that's kind of my idea, is I want to be able to work on her as much as I can. My next one is a Mirabilia. It is Sleeping Beauty. She is also my oldest whip. My dear friend Julie is stitching this alongside with me. And I have committed to 500 stitches a month. I'm not going to do that in November until the rest of my commitments are done. I know, I say commitments. But until Whip Go and all the other planned ones are done, then I'll work on this, because next year's when I have to do 500 stitches a month, because I want to get this thing done. And in my 500 stitches, it doesn't look like much, but I filled in a lot up here, like a lot of fill in. I feel like I did a little bit over here, and it looks like a butterfly. But it is looking good. I mean, I'm really, oh, you can see I did some over here as well. I love this piece. I love the colors of it. So much better than the cover photo. The cover photo does not do this justice. This is all called for colors. And what's fun is my friend is doing it on GraceNotesStitchers fabric, but she's also doing a complete color conversion in like autumn like colors, and it's really fun watching what they look like, because I am not a good person to convert colors and stuff like that. Right, so my next project, which is continuing into 2026, because it is a 2-year SAL that I'm doing. So this is planned out until the end of December of 2026. So this month I'll be working on this little section here, which shouldn't take me long because, oh, I keep knocking it up. About 500 or 600 stitches. This here is what I finished in October, and this is what I had finished in September. So this is Do Different Long Dog Sampler. In the near future, I don't have any new long dogs planned. Somebody's trying to decide if she can make it up over top of my projects. And then I'm down to two more projects. The next one is Amazing Grace. 3 more projects. 2 after this. This is Amazing Grace by Tilton Crafts. This, of course, is going to stay in my rotation of 1,000 stitches a month. And then this is what it's going to look like. Hold on. I'm sorry. Yes, I know I have some messy threads. It annoys Colleen, but it's how I stitch. I park. I don't park in any specific method. I use what makes sense to my finite little brain. But that's what it's going to look like. So I'll be continuing on with that. And another note about the Haid Sow, if you haven't heard about it or haven't read details about it, they are this year giving you the entire chart all at one time. So in the past 2 years, they had given just a few pages, so they spaced it out. This time you get the whole entire chart on January 1st. Which I like that because, I mean, I'm a top left starter, so if they give you page 1, that's pretty much all I have to do anyway. But because I do carry down below, it's really nice that I will have page 5, I think, will be underneath, that I'll be able to either park my stitches or continue on, because I don't let the border like stop me.
The page break.
Yeah, page break. That's the word. Hey. She's mad at me. This is Firefly Fairies. I do not know where I put my project bag for it. However, this is by Lavender and Lace. And I got a lot of this done. The green. This is Heroic by Picture This Plus Linen. I believe it's 32 count. But again, this one's going to go away for a while. He's playing behind me. And then the last one I have to show you, and then Colleen will be back, is Pearl. This was also a, I don't have the cover photo for you. This one was a whip-toe call, and I got 1,000 stitches into it. But again, she's going to go away because she's not going to be concentrated on in the next month. But I'm okay with that. It's allowed to happen. But I do really enjoy working on it. So this is only a 2026 plan. It's not a permanent. Of course, no plans are permanent, right? But it's just a paring down of what I've got and streamlining. That's a good way to say it. All right. So I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then Colleen will come back and we will show you our haul. So I just took about a 10-minute break, because I know it's coffee break time, but I was giving her time to get over here and set up.
Pausing point.
Aww.
So that's what it looks like before it gets laced. That's how you get your tension, and it might get some adjusting, but I think it looks pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
It looks so much better than
draped over a chair.
Yeah, well, that too, but just like when you hold it up and it's all limp and all that. Yeah, so I was up there. I made myself some coffee. I filled the coffee.
I know. I know she's making coffee. I'm like we're
I'm taking my pill.
And then she's like, "Oh, Paris is here. This is what Paris is doing." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like,
I missed a whip, by the way.
Oh.
This is Espresso. Hey, I have the cover photo. Espresso Buttons and Beads by Mill Hill. A heart button. Oh, nice.
Oh, is it glued to the thing? Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot glued. I had it in upside, well, yeah, something like that. Anyway, I got my 500 stitches, and this frame came off of Etsy. It is magnetic. Whee! So it just comes apart in 2 pieces. I don't know. I think it was under $10. So I highly suggest that if you are struggling with stitching these in hand.
Yeah, because like if I'm gripping too tightly, I can kind of like because it's only paper, it can kind of crumble.
Yeah, crumble or
tear.
what's the other word? Soften.
Yeah.
Like it becomes
'cause the oil's from my
pliable.
hands, yeah.
And I just like laid this on my Gus. I didn't put this in my clamp. I just set it on my Gus so I could still 2-hand stitch. But anyway, back to the stitching. I did get my 500 stitches in that. This thing looks like it shouldn't have more than 500 stitches in it, but it does. But yeah, once I got that frame on, it was much easier to stitch with. It's kind of cute because at Stitch Away, we had somebody, yeah, I wanted to show those. At Stitch Away, somebody was showing me there. So I was like, haha, I've actually seen those. So a lot of people are making them now. It's not like one Etsy shop that's doing it. We don't know if our microphones are off or on. I don't know. We're hoping they sound better because we put a different top on it than what we had before.
No, the same.
Oh. Anyway. So, and I apologize right now because I know you see me looking at my watch. It's Monday. It's office hours, I guess you could say. But I've been getting lots of messages because it is business time for us. And people are asking lots of questions. And I'm ignoring them, I hate to say. I'll get to them later. All right. So, before we get into haul, do you want to talk about...
Yeah, because
this is part of...
I got these patterns printed right before Marsha's, like, right before.
The week of.
For these birth flower ones. And, like, I designed it, like, I put everything together. They showed me how to, the people at print, they gave me some pointers. For our past few years of retreats, we've had flowers that I've designed. They were free in the chart. They were very small, like, to fit in there. I didn't know how to resize them. So here, I can't really show the pattern, but they're, like, when you open it up, it's on both pages, so it's
usable,
readable size.
And on the website, we also have them as PDFs.
Yes, as PDFs, and yes, obviously they're for sale in a PDF or paper. And then the next one I had was, it's called Higher Ground. I made that when we had our Higher Ground fabric. Obviously, like, I'll get these redone. I do have, like, a lot of copies on hand, but I'll redesign them when we take pictures and, like, have the models all displayed. I don't know if I want to do, like, just the model or just, I don't know what it was. Oh, there was a different, there is another one.
Titanic.
Yeah, where it's all the picture of it. Redesigned it, but I didn't print it. Yeah, so it's on the website. And it looks different on the copy, but I've remade the PDF, and, like, when it gets printed out, that it'll have this colorway and everything. But that one has the picture of the model. And then I designed free, and I have the verses. That's more the reference of why I made this. And again, they're just, like, mock-ups of what it would look like, because the model before this is being currently stitched.
Yes.
This one's like a 2-page, just because it was much larger.
Yeah. So that one, when we send it out, it's in a bag because
you don't want to lose your papers.
yeah, we don't want to lose the little page, the page that is inside of it. I still didn't find Aurora Silhouette. That's just, like, sitting here taunting me.
Do you have a fabric of the month?
I have lots of fabric in the month. I don't know what the last thing is we shared. I'm going to show what haul I have here. This is from Stitch Away. No. Where was this from? Oh, I got this at Hodgepodge. This was on the freebie table. And I passed by it like a dozen times, and it was still there at the end of the day, so it came home with me. And same thing with this. It's Abide With Me by, it's one of the Sunday Stitches series by Heartstring Samplery. I just really liked it. I love the colors. It's just really, really pretty. So, one day. And then they had 2 bag makers there,
I think.
So the one is a gift, so I can't show you that. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Wait till I show you a Stitchy Kindness. It matches this. Actually 3 bag makers, because the one who was selling like the floss tags had a few bags. They were made by her friend, but anyway, I really liked this and I kept looking at it, and again, it was there. I had to have it. Love the colors, and it's smaller than a lot of them, and I like to have the ones that, you know, it matches my size. And I don't know, maybe my Star a Day needs to go. The floss is in a little red pouch that my friend Kathy gave to me at Stitch Away, and I think I showed that. It's beautiful. I love it. Actually, no, I didn't show that part, but the fabric doesn't fit in, so it's backwards colors. Look at this beautiful little bag. It's a Christmas tree, and that was my gorgeous gift from my friend. And then I have another friend who was up at the Primitive Hair Retreat at Hobby House, and she's like, there were some patterns that you had asked me to pick up for you. Can you send me the list? Because I don't remember what they were. And I went, oh, I've been buying them in PDF just from her Etsy store, so I have all the primitive hair patterns I was looking for. However, Hobby House put out a whole bunch of photos of things they had on display that Isabel had brought to the retreat. And I saw this. And you know, I'm not big into Americana. This is the very first Americana, these stars, that I've ever done. Well, besides a gift from my dad for Popo. I don't stitch Americana. But this spoke to me, and then there was an eagle one as well, which I bought for my husband, and he's doing it with the same project. So I asked my friend, so if there's any of these left, would you buy them for me? And she did. I paid her. She shipped them to me like right away. So I'm so excited. And it fits right into this little bag. So it's
got the red, white, blue.
Yeah, I have my red, white, and blue between this and the fabric. And my colors called for was B5200. But for my blue, I'm using Becca, which is a Flosstones color, along with Merlot. So those are dyed by my sister. And then that is our Kirk fabric. I just thought it was really pretty together. So anyway, this new project bag is small enough that I might be able to slip it all into there.
Nice.
So that's haul. You have haul.
Well, from the same person.
No, it's not by the same person. Oh, that's just it. That's what's so cool. Oh, that's why I wasn't showing. Should I show it now?
Yeah.
Okay. We had a bit of stitchy kindness. If you want to know more about our Kirk fabric, you can go to our Facebook group, because I don't really want to get into it on Flosstube. But we were doing a special promotion with it, and we gave a lot of it away. We got a lot of orders for it. It was a lot of work.
It was equivalent, like when we dyed it all at one point and then we still get the orders, it was equivalent to the fabric of the month.
Yeah, it was like doing an extra fabric of the month. So that kept us really busy. But we had a very special friend, her name is Mary, send us a gift. She said, thank you for the beautiful Kirk fabric. Here's a little something for you. So for Colleen and me, and because this is blue, I'm giving that one to Colleen.
Yep. Thank you.
And this matches my project bag. But it's to go on the outside of a notebook.
And it's very stiff, so it's not going to just flop around.
Yeah. So that is so cool. It's beautiful. Thank you, Mary. I don't know if you watch our channel, but this was so kind of you, so sweet, and it means a lot. So thank you, Colleen, for remembering to bring that down for us. I'll grab my bag that has the rest of my haul into it. We have a couple months fabric of the month.
I mean, some people, when they claim fabric, their pile looks like this.
Yeah, it's true. This was the second bag maker, made by Debbie. She's usually there at the Hodgepodge Retreat. And I believe that Marsha also sells her bags sometimes. But I really liked the bee bag, even though somebody else doesn't like it. I really liked it.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I showed it to her. I just said, I got something.
I think I walked away because I was like, yeah.
Oh wait, we're not done.
Because you have to go with that.
No, got more. And then I have had this in here for months. I mean, like months and months and months. I got the new Nashville cookbook back at, I picked it up at Stitch, New Jersey. So that was July. And I just kept forgetting to show you all this. Excuse me. The reason I wanted to show, the whole reason I needed to have this cookbook, because I do not get it every year. It's going to be faster if I go Lindy Stitches. So some of you might already know what it is just by me saying Lindy Stitches. Oh no, I don't think there's a cover photo. Anyway, it's called Coffee Date, and it's got some birds and a pot of dripping coffee.
Like a pour over coffee.
Yeah, it's very cute. I'm sure that if you go onto her Facebook group and you put in Coffee Date, you'll be able to see a cover photo, but there is not one in the 2025 cookbook. Okay, that's it for that. And now we have haul. Like, oh wait, one more thing. This matched. I had to get that as well. Floss drop. Okay. She's gonna separate whose is whose.
I think it's like cut into. Is that yours? No?
No, this is, oh, no, that's yours.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, mine is cut into. See?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's my 36 count Lugana.
I think that's why I went silver.
So, I think we're going to talk a little bit of business while we do, yeah, we got 2 pieces.
Okay.
We'll talk a little bit of business while we are also showing our fabric of the month, since it's GraceNotesStitchers fabric. So, do you want to hold up your Kirk first? So we've dyed this twice. First, we dyed that whole fabric of the month style. So we both picked 36 Joblin. I'm not really going to open mine up because they're the same.
Yeah.
But we both picked 36 Joblin for that. And then we had more orders, so we kept dyeing it. And at that point, we had just gotten our new 36 count Lugana.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's why this one's so much richer.
Yes. Mine is a little bit on the lighter side because it does depend on where it is in the tub and where the dye falls on it. These were dyed in the exact same tub.
Yep.
This is an interesting color to dye. I think I picked the darker part of my piece for that project. But it is, I really do like the color. But if you hold it up, like hold yours up, the Lugana versus the Joblin, you can definitely see the difference. 36 Lugana is a brand new thing. Zweigert has made 36 Modena, which is an even weave, and we've carried that for what, 3 years now? And we've been dyeing that, and we had to pre-wash it to get the sizing out. On Small Business Saturday, I will be hopefully doing a live video and showing you, I have a whole bunch of pieces that I did not wash the sizing out, just kind of like to do a mass sale. I'm looking forward to that day. I have Verdal as well. I have some 40 count linen and 16 count Ada. All of these are going to be a live sale on Small Business Saturday after Thanksgiving. We did do a practice live sale and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And so anyway, now we have unsized Modena. So that's what we've been selling now. However, then they came out with this 36 count Lugana and we just got it cut off the bolt. So we wanted to try it. Mm-hmm. We actually just got our first sign up for Fabric of the Month with it this past week. And somebody did find it on our website and ordered like 5 pieces. So that's kind of cool. It's on limited colors. It is under Fabric of the Month. So if you would like to swap it, your Fabric of the Month to 36 Lugana, all you have to do is send us an email, GraceNotesFabrics@gmail.com. We can't change your November, but we can change it for December. Mm-hmm. it is not under every color because that takes time. We have 160 colors on our website right now. And that's what I say on our website, because we also have a dozen colors that are going to be released on Black Friday from our January to June fabric of the month. So those 12 colors, color and neutral of every month, will be released. So I have those 12 colors as well, but then we've been dyeing from July to now, October. Those won't be released until May, but again, these are just colors that we've dyed. So we got a lot of colors that we've got to make all these changes to.
And you have to manually go into each color to add it at your cost, how much it actually is a price or something. Like,
yeah, and we have to do like how much it
quarter,
weighs.
yeah,
quarter, half.
yard.
Yeah, so it's a lot of steps for one fabric. It's not like outrageous, but when you have the amount of colors that we have, yeah, it just takes time. So if you go and say, you can't get any of these colors yet. Let's say you want Blackberry Latte. And I didn't have that in a 36 Lugana. All you have to do is send us an email and say, I would like Blackberry Latte as 36 Lugana. Can you put that in, or how do I order that? And then I will get that put in. I'll let you know that, and then you can just go on the website and order like you normally would.
So it's like technically it's not, oh, I can't order this color, I can't order Belle or Melody because it's not listed in that. It's like, technically you can, you just gotta reach out to us, which is kind of cool that it's not like, oh, I can't, like you actually can.
Yeah, if you ever see a fabric missing, you're like, I see 22 count Ada, which is heart hanger, but if I see 22 count heart hanger on all these colors except for the one I want, that means I missed it. So that is not a like, oh, I can't ever get that.
Yeah, it's not a saying no, we won't that.
That's a human error, and we'll fix that for you. You just have to let me know. I'm willing to do that. I mean, I have to do that. That's like my job. All right, let's go into September's fabric of the month. I like the colors, and I do like the color. What do you like better, color? It's blue. But I really liked the neutral. Okay, so this is our color. Are you on Joblin 32? Yep. No, you're on 36.
36.
Mine's 32. This is Serenity. So this was our September color of the month. And then our neutral was Wings of Silver. I love this color. I apologize to those of you who are not in Fabric of the Month because it's not available till May 1st of 2026. But this is probably my new favorite neutral. Should we talk about this a bit?
If you want, I'll stitch on it.
I don't love it.
It's not like it is a piece of fabric. It's colored. And it's just very underwhelming for me. I know we heard good things about it, and again, that's why we have different gloves. Everyone's tastes are different. Yeah, so
but look at them together.
I mean, yeah, they look good together, but I'm just like, are you gonna stitch a piece and then like sew it
No,
together?
but I could ask my sister to dye Serenity as a floss.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
So I have been trying to get the perfect gray for many years. All of my grays have blue tones.
Mm-hmm.
This particular gray, I don't see much of a blue tone to it.
Mine, I don't see any blue.
But we were seeing purple, and I was very discouraged. And Colleen is much better with color than I am. And she's like, Mom, if you add, I can't remember. So anyway, it still looked funky to me. And I'm like, I don't want to give up yet. I mean, to get one color like this, sometimes it's a dozen samples.
Yeah. And
I was like, I don't know if it was even the next day. I was like, okay, I'm just going to try a lot of that color. Sure enough, it did what it was supposed to do. I was she was my hero. I let her know that day too. I was like, Colleen saved the day.
I mean, and even like what kind of clicked that I was like, oh, it's like hair dye. Like when they're like, oh, you got to use this color to cancel out their natural tone, like all that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh, so that's kind of where the advice came from the web, because I didn't think of that because I don't do color theory. But yeah, it worked out. I was like, oh, cancel out this, or because it's showing this is what you add.
I always look at the wrong websites apparently because my cancellations never work. Did you cancel something out on this one too?
I don't think.
Okay. So this is our color of October. This is called The Secret Garden.
I love, like, I don't know if some of the Laganas came out with the greenish, with the blue, like.
Mine's 32 Joblin, yours is 36.
Yeah, so mine, I love the way mine came out.
Mine has a little bit more yellow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the yellowish green.
And yours has more blues.
Yep.
It's really cool because fabric, just where it is in the bin. That's why every hand-dyed piece is different. It's just really cool. I mean, here's like a little tiny blue spot. But mine is mostly green. But I love on the back, if I didn't show it, like I have like a lot of yellowish, which, you know, I'm not a big yellow, but I really like it with this. I don't know. I think it's really cool to see it in this tone. So The Secret Garden, it is named after the book. And then Serenity, I showed on my live. And I was letting people guess where that came from. Should I tell them?
Sure, because I don't remember.
Okay. So I am somewhat of a sci-fi nerd. I don't read all the books. I don't get into the characters. However, I love to watch sci-fi. And one of the shows that was my very favorite was Firefly. And the ship on that. So Serenity means calm. But, so this blue was very calming to me. But it's also the name of the ship. Spaceship on Firefly. It's Serenity, and so it just kind of clicked to me, and I was like, I like that. So, anyway.
Nice.
And then we have hot chocolate. Mine is 36 count Joblin.
32 Lagana for me. Hot chocolate.
And this is another new favorite of mine.
Let's look at the marshmallows. Sorry if yours didn't come with marshmallows.
I really liked the neutrals these past 2 months. That just is unusual for me.
Yep.
All right, what about you?
I got haul from Stitch Away. We had bags put together by my aunt, and I already tossed mine. Was like just a seal, like a lunch bagish with
The Ziploc bag.
Fall theme.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was leaves or something. So I didn't gather up everything because I try to put stuff away. Like, oh, I forgot to show it, but I don't want to, because my brain's terrible, so I don't remember anything. We had some stickers. So
She got a few extra.
someone, when they ordered a set, they didn't realize that it wasn't like...
It was 72 pieces, and there was 25 people. So...
Was it?
Something like that.
It was supposed to be 20... It was a 24 piece. But it meant, like, ribbons.
No, 36 piece.
I don't know. Whatever it was, some people got pens, some people got notepads, which we wanted.
But they
people
counted the
to
ribbons
have each.
as one of the pieces, which was silly.
If you count how many items you get, like, that is an item. Like, if it's... Why would you... Oh, you don't count
But my
the thing, but I
very
received
first
this
thing that I ordered was... My sister goes, hey, do you have this for my goodie bag? And I went, I don't know where it is. I checked to see if I ordered it, and it was being shipped in November. And I'm like, our Stitch Away was the last full weekend of October. I'm like, that's not going to work. So I then saw this, and I was like, oh, okay, so notepad and a pen. Everybody gets this little set. It's cute.
Right. So somehow with the numbers, they didn't correlate that only some people could
They
get a
got
pen.
12 pens, 12 notepads,
Yes.
12 ribbons to tie them together.
Nice. We got a stitch gauge.
Yeah.
So these are things that I think like everyone got, and everyone did get this autumn medley from my aunt, and everyone was oohing and awing. They were just like, "Oh, this is so good!" Like it with these colors, it does look like candy corn, but the brown it would be white if it was candy corn. But it's very fall themed, So I don't know what I would stitch with it. And then when she was like, I think there's a few for purchase. And then they were like, I want to.
I think they're gone.
This many. So all the extras were gone then. And then I showed that needle minder earlier, but my aunt also made this for me, so everyone did not get this. But out of the fabric, I got like an eagle, so I put this on with like 5 other needle minders on my Lincoln's eagle, because it does look like the eagle with the not crest but shield sort of like thing. And then I have my own tablet stand. This is from Five Below, and it's like very difficult to open. And I like first time opening it, I felt like I was gonna break the plastic, but you know, it can prop up, it can 360. But since some like either times I would put it on my Winterberry to prop it up above my frame or however I'm using it, I had to stitch with my peacock like in my hands kind of. It wasn't terrible, but the tables there weren't like able to clamp because of the shape of the rim, the ledge. Yeah, so I got this while we did plenty of errands, and Kathy made this for me, and then my aunt got a different printed one. I think it was still in the blue colorway, and it's red on the back. And she said, because I came back to my seat and I was like, what do I think? Like, who's this from? And I was like, who all got these? Like, they're just there. And she was like, they're from me. I'm like, for everything you do for your mother and for your sister, because my aunt is her sister. And my aunt also made that little pumpkin, if you can see it. So I attached that there. So I got a bag out of it, toting my floss, and for the longest time I didn't have, because for my peacock, I have all my resin floss drops, and then I have it on the rest of the flosses on the Nutcracker floss drops from the Nutcracker box. So I misplaced those somewhere, and I finally located those, because that was kind of like limiting Treats which colors I could stitch with, because I did have my bobbins all the time. I always bring my bobbin bag with me, but then I just go into my bobbin bag now. I just went on to another color because I didn't have that one available. Yeah.
All right. Should we talk plan? Oh wait, you have one more thing. And so this is haul because it's a gift from your mama, but it's also kind of a plug for our shop.
Yes, because they'll be curious.
It is already on our website. It's a new brand for us called Kohana. They are made in Japan. I don't know if you all know, Mr. Grace Notes is actually half Japanese. His mom is from Okinawa.
And I'm quarter Japanese, obviously. So
we are not selling the ones with the little bags.
The little dumpling.
They cost a little bit more, and the same item that's in the bag we do sell on the website, along with some of the enamel handled scissors.
Right, and I've yet to try those because we ordered the limited edition, but
they won't be here till February. So I don't know if I can special order, like take orders yet for Kohana, because yes, there are tariffs and all of that, which I do have worked into the price. I mean, they worked it into my price, obviously. So it would be kind of a bit of a wait because we want to be able to sell down what we brought in as inventory.
Right.
However, just to let you all know, I cannot get limited edition. That's just part of the contract.
Yeah, they have certain items. They're like, nope, we won't wholesale this, but you can wholesale that.
Right. So when I put in my cart, she was getting some light blue. I'm getting some light pink. Enamel scissors, they do not, I can't even get them at wholesale. I can only order the one. I don't know if I could even order more than one set.
Right.
I had to pay separate shipping for those.
You're shipping for that, and I don't think it's based on weight because it costs the same exact for those 2 pairs of scissors versus a whole box of stuff. It was the same shipping cost.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, if we just bring a bunch of stuff, like it's all that versus an individual purchasing directly from them. Because do any other places wholesale it, or not wholesale it, but
yes, I've seen them up at Hobby House.
Oh, Hobby House.
That's kind of how I heard
it's very
about
limited.
them.
Like if they're out of stock, then like you would have to order from there just for like 1 or 2 pieces. So.
Yeah. So
here's what's inside of the bag. These are the tiny scissors. Like even the small ones that have like the silicone thing that can clip onto it, like it's already attached to the scissors. Like I thought those were small. Like look how small this is. It's got the tassel, and then the scissors, they are like open, but that's why it has the sheath. And like you just like wee.
They're so cute.
And I have used them. They go nicely. Like you literally have a centimeter worth of area to snip, but it says canary on there. But they're just so cute, and you put on a little sheath, and they're TSA approved.
Yeah, the blade is small.
Yep.
Just you can take them to Disney with us.
If I have energy to stitch,
Yeah.
there's tons of stuff I'm already planning on doing there.
I'm
And
taking
saving up.
stitching because it's going to be a road trip for my sister and me on our way down. So if anybody has ever road tripped to Disney or knows the path, I would love, you can put in comments below or email us because we want to take a drive back up, and we're going to hit local needlework shops our entire way home. We're hoping to hit shops that we've never been to before. Just number one, to visit them because I like going to cross-stitch shops. But number two, we would like to show them our fabric. So even if they carry our fabric, we still want to go visit them because we've never met them in person probably. But we're also taking all of our samples because shops can only carry so much, and they only carry what they think is going to sell for them.
Mm-hmm.
However, pictures, everybody knows the pictures just can't be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So taking in our sample rings with all of our colors, and they get to see it on the linen Ada Lugana, they order more colors than they would have just by visiting our website.
Right.
And it's not that I just want to go sell fabric, but I want them to be able to see what their favorite is. They can make lists for their future. I've been to shops, and that's what they do. And we've spent 2 to 3 hours just visiting, because I don't know how you all feel when you go into an LNS, but for us, it's like, I don't want to say like going home, but it's visiting family. So
Did you talk about the one in Virginia?
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was like amazing. But the one in even Maryland was great. But it's just like visiting long lost family or new sisterhood. Yeah, it's just, it's good. And it's good to make connections, human connections. So that's what I'm looking forward to also on our way home from Disney. So
And they can lug our souvenirs that can't fit on the plane.
yes,
So we are first time, well, me and my siblings first time flying. So we're excited about that.
and yeah, we told them like we'll bring home any souvenirs that don't fit in their bags. Of course, they're not going to get them until we get home. And my sister told her family, I'll get home when I get home. She works another job. She works from home, but she works another job. And she said, I can't really tell you, like, I'm taking off for these 2 weeks, but
Right.
it could be longer because I don't have an end date. Because we are going to try to hit a lot of shops, and we're not going to rush home because shops are only open certain times a day. So,
Right.
but the other caveat is we don't want to get like more than 20 miles off our trip. Like, we don't want to be driving 2 hours this way to get 2 hours back.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's a lot to think about. So we haven't quite mapped that out yet. Okay, what's our plans for this week? Next few weeks, I guess we could say.
Cutting fabric a month.
And so we didn't quite get all of our dyeing done on Friday that we had planned. So we dye 3 lists at a time, basically 3 spreadsheets. So we will finish dyeing that today. We'll ship out what we can, iron what we dyed on Friday, and then tomorrow, of course, we'll iron what we dyed today, but we'll be cutting what we want to dye Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then, of course, well, hopefully by Friday it's all dyed and we can ship it out because it's not a lot of shop orders. So after that, those 3 lists, we are down to only 2 spreadsheets, which is good. So that the way we operate is if you order a color that's already on the spreadsheet, it's going out with everybody else's. It gets put on the list. However, if you give us one that is not on our dye list, it goes at the end. But by me telling you that, like, this week we're down to 2 dye lists, that should tell you that after fabric of the month, basically whatever color you order is going to be dyed. So we're getting caught up, but you know, who knows, we might get a day where, excuse me, like one person orders 6 different colors and they all go on the list, and then the list gets full again. But that's how it works. It keeps us constantly in business. It keeps us constantly dyeing new colors, which is great. Something we did not talk about is our trim.
Oh yeah.
We have Grace Notes trim now. You'll see mini pom-pom, chenille. We also made this part of our fabric of the month. Rick Rack and
two
twill.
different sizes. There's twill in 2 different sizes. And the one is opalescent. I don't know if we have too many of that, but it's all as in stock because we add it to the bin of the fabric, so to go out of our way just to dye the trim.
It's not.
It would come out the same way probably, but it's just like not
the formula. We wouldn't know how much dye to mix and that kind of stuff because we're dyeing for bins.
Right, and we still get like 3 trims per tub, so it's not like only one thing is dyed. Like if you're only doing one bin, it's not like you only get 1 trim out of it.
Right.
Yeah,
so we put in as much as we can to fill the bin. And then, but yes, so what you see on the website is what we have. We will not restock until we dye the color again. So unfortunately, that's not going to be an item that's orderable.
Like a custom order, yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I shouldn't say orderable, pre-orderable. It's what you see is what we have. So it'll go out as soon as possible, but usually it's along with the fabric that you order. So anyway, there's that.
I take the photos for them.
Yep, Colleen does take those photos. So anyway, that's part of also what we've been keeping busy with.
Definitely. Because some of it has to be ironed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of steps. It's just a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. All right, so also last week went out our
All Things Oz box.
And if you have not received yours yet or want to be surprised, please look away. I'm giving you plenty of warning.
Or skip, like we'll say we're done when.
Yes, we'll make sure we say we're done.
Reminder. Fast forward.
I don't really want to. I'm not gonna say them names out loud.
But you can guess. Like by looking at the colors, you can guess.
Yeah. And then I'll hold them up so you can read them. And I did get mine in 36 count Lugana, so you did too, right?
I think so.
These are yours.
Oh.
That's so you can see the names. So they're more rich than the Joe Bloom would have been. And with our boxes, we do let people choose what kind of fabric they want. We did have some needle minders made. So these are kind of like surprise items because all that the people who ordered knew about was the fabric and the floss. And we said other goodies.
I didn't even see this.
So do you want to hold them up so you can read the names?
Yep. I really like that. Like this. Ta-da. I think I'll show them. Look at the colors.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Very nice. Look at that.
And then Colleen made these.
This, yes.
Oh, okay, she has hers out.
And then I have it like a chronological order of events. So, and then, because again, it's All Things Oz that relates to the one-off movie about Oz.
The actual movie, Wizard of Oz.
I think it was Great and Powerful Oz.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why that's there. So all of it relates to it, and then the colors, obviously that tells the story as well. Yeah. And then you have the needle marker?
I already showed that. Oh. That is going to be our last box for a while because it's almost like having another fabric of the month.
We're done. You can see again.
Yes. Yes, you can come back or look back up. So yeah, the boxes are going to be put on hold for a while, just to give us some room to breathe. Any other plans? Oh, we have Hemmed In coming up. That's kind of our planning for the Grace Notes 2026 retreat. That'll happen just a little bit of the weekend. But we get to see our friends who are basically our staff there. It's kind of where it is where the Grace Notes retreat was born. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing all of my friends
in a relaxed, well, I would say like the retreat is a relaxed environment, but just like you're stuck with them in a room, so you gotta just I don't know, that's what you're focused on, like you don't have distractions.
Yeah, it's a stitching retreat. We will be unreachable. There is no Wi-Fi. There is very limited cell service. Like, you have to be standing next to a window to get cell service there. So yeah, we don't make phone calls really. And so yeah, Grace Notes will be unreachable for Thursday through Monday. Next week, not this coming week. Today is the 3rd of November, so it's not this weekend, but next weekend. Because my sister will be there too, so nobody's gonna be answering messages. Please don't like
panic.
Don't panic and be like, oh, they didn't see my messages, because I know we're really responsive, so your messages will not be seen. That's really all it is. It's not that we're ignoring you. They're just not going to be seen because we can't. I'm not taking my laptop because
no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, no, and even if I try to make my phone a hotspot, it's not going to work. We tried to do that just to like send photos to each other. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I was trying to send something from me to Hannah. It in like 12 hours, maybe it sent, and like we're sitting across from each other. I don't even know. Like my AirDrop wasn't working or something. I don't know. But it was like you're standing by the window trying to get service to send a photo to somebody next to you. Kind of silly. So yeah, that stuff just doesn't work there. But we're still looking forward to it. And of course we have Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Guys,
it's been a year since I've had my wisdom teeth out.
Wow. It seems like yesterday.
Well, it doesn't seem like yesterday that my numbness was there, but I'm thankful I'm young, that I healed. Took the like advice to get them removed, other than like letting it go would cause more problems, but that my body's young enough that I healed. I was like, thank you, because it felt forever that I had numbness. I did not want to live with that.
Yeah. We have, so Black Friday, I was planning some live sales. I don't know that that's going to happen. Just keep checking on our Facebook. I'll invite you to the event. Yeah, so just follow our announcements. Because my computer is not letting me connect to Facebook with video. So I had to use my phone. Well, my phone is not going to last all day Friday to do all the fabric. So I did go ahead and put Ada out. So people have been purchasing some of the Ada. This week I am planning on doing some linen. I don't know if that means next week's Lugana. We'll see. But we are taking off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before Thanksgiving because we want to clean and get things ready for our house for the holidays. And then yes, on Saturday we'll do the Small Business Saturday, and then on our website we will have a special sale with our patterns on Monday. So I'll keep an eye out. I'll give you guys a code. I won't put it out until that weekend, but you'll have a code to get discounts, and we will combine shipping. So let's say you claimed something and then you go and purchase something on our website, I will refund the shipping or add to the current order. Like if you hadn't paid for your fabric yet, say you did my Small Business Saturday live sale. If you hadn't paid for that, I can easily add that to whatever you order on Monday, or I can refund the shipping for the one. So anyway, we'll make it work for you guys because, as always, we try to, we want to make everything affordable, and just fees on top of fees just annoy me. So we want to try to keep that as low as we can for everybody. And I think that's it. All right. So with that, we're going to say happy stitching.